At the Christmas party, my parents gave everyone presents except my children. We don't welcome them, said Mom. We calmly went and I stopped paying for their repairs. After a week, the house smelled of pine and cinnamon, wreaths on every window, a nativity scene on the mantel, the same one from my childhood, the baby Jesus with a chipped foot. My children had made ornaments at school, pipe cleaners and glue. My daughter held hers in both hands, waiting for the moment when Grandma would see it and smile. The living room filled with cousins, aunts, uncles. My mother handed out gifts from a woven basket, red paper, gold ribbon. Each person received something small but thoughtful. Hand cream for one niece, a pocket knife for a nephew, a calendar with family photos for my sister. My son was 5. He stood near the tree. He watched. My mother passed him. Then my daughter, then my wife, then me. She did not look at us. Mom, I said, quietly. The room had gone still in that particular way a room goes still when everyone has noticed something and no one wants to say it. She turned, smiled. The smile she always gave strangers at the grocery store. We don't welcome them, she said. My daughter lowered her hands. The pipe cleaner ornament hung at her side. My wife put a hand on my arm, not to stop me, to remind me to breathe. I looked at my father. He was sitting in his recliner, the one I had repaired last spring when the mechanism jammed. He looked at his hands. No one spoke. I knelt beside my children. We're leaving now, I said. Okay? My son nodded. My daughter didn't nod. She just stared at her grandmother. We put on coats. I helped with zippers and mittens. The snow was falling outside, large flakes, the kind that stick to eyelashes. My wife walked ahead, holding both children's hands. I paused at the door. The furnace filter needs changing, I said. That rattling sound. I was going to do it next week. My mother said nothing. I closed the door behind me. The car was cold. I turned the engine and let the heat build. My daughter sat in the back, still holding the ornament. I don't want to go back, she said. You don't have to, I said. We drove home in silence except for the wipers. The week passed. No call from my parents. No text. No card slipped under the door. That was the pattern from childhood. Silence as punishment, as if I had done something wrong by not accepting the refusal. On Wednesday, my wife said, the kids keep asking why Grandma doesn't love them. I didn't have an answer. Thursday morning, my phone rang. My mother's voice, clipped and efficient, as if she were calling about a grocery list. The furnace went out. The whole house is cold. You usually handle the repair guy. Call us back. I didn't call back. Friday, another call. My father this time. His voice lower, older. It's below freezing tonight. The pipes could burst. Your mother is upset, I said. I stopped paying for repairs last week. A long pause. What do you mean stopped? I mean I'm not paying anymore. For the furnace, or the roof, or the water heater. Call a local company. Over Christmas, my father said. Not a question. A statement. No, I said. Not over Christmas, just in general. He hung up. Saturday morning, my mother called again. I let it go to voicemail. She sounded different, softer, uncertain. She mentioned my children by name. She said we'd like to see them, maybe for dinner. She did not apologize. She did not say she was wrong. She said we'd like to see them, as if the exclusion had been a scheduling error, as if the only problem was that too many days had passed. I deleted the voicemail. The external consequence arrived quietly. My sister called to tell me our parents had hired a local handyman. The furnace repair cost $800. My mother complained about it for 2 days. My father had to dip into savings he didn't like touching. They're fine, my sister said, but they're confused. They don't understand why you're angry about a Christmas party. I didn't explain. At dinner that night, my daughter drew a picture. 4 people at a table, no grandparents, a big sun in the corner. This is next Christmas, she said. My wife looked at me. I looked at my daughter. That sounds good, I said. After the kids went to bed, I stood at the kitchen window. The yard was dark. The snow had stopped. I thought about the furnace filter I never changed. I thought about the roof I patched 3 summers ago. I thought about the water heater I replaced without telling anyone, just so my parents wouldn't have to miss a Sunday bath. I thought about my daughter's face at the party. How she kept holding that ornament. The silence from my parents' house for the first time in my life did not feel like something I needed to fill. I turned off the kitchen light and went to bed.